Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well in your academics. In the last class we have started the bar graph, right? So now let me take one more question related to bar graph. Yes. So the question is as follows. The number of bed sheets manufactured by a factory during 5 consecutive weeks is given below. Yes. So the week and number of bed sheets. So it is given that 5 consecutive weeks, right? So in the first week there were 600 bed sheets were produced, and in the second week 850 bed sheets were manufactured, third week 700, fourth week 300, and in the fifth week 900 bed sheets were manufactured. Draw the bar graph representing the above data. So for this we need to represent this data in the graph as bar graph. Yes, okay. So now let me clear you everything about the graph sheet. So here is the graph sheet. I hope you all have purchased the graph sheet and graph book. So here when you see the graph sheet, here if you observe there are some cells, isn't it? So here, yes, so this one unit, yes, so there are many squares are there here. So if you consider one box, it is taken as what? It is taken as 1 unit. Yes, so when you observe these cells, it is clear that there are 10 divisions in each unit. See, there are 10 divisions. The thick green lines are there. Yes, that is the 10th point. So if you start from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So this is taken as 1 centimeter, 1 unit. Yes, 1 unit is considered as what? 1 unit is 1 unit is equals to 10 millimeter. Right? So that 1 division measures 1 millimeter. Okay. So now let me represent this given data, yes, in the graph sheet as bar graph. Okay. Here is the graph sheet. So whenever you are drawing something on the graph sheet, you have to use only pencil. Only pencil should be used. Don't use pen on the graph sheet. Don't use. And one more thing, you observe that there is a white page. Here you are going to write the question, and in the green sheet you have to draw the bar graph or the double bar graph, whatever it is asked. Okay. So now let me represent. Yes. So here it's a bar graph. What you are going to do? Draw the x-axis and the y-axis, and you already know that the horizontal line is taken as the, what it is taken as? Horizontal line is the x-axis and the vertical line is considered as the y-axis, right? So after drawing a line, you have to name it as this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. So depending on the numbers what you consider, the line should be dragged. So the question here, one is week. Week is not going to be changed. So the thing which is constant will be considered in the x-axis, and this is the origin. You can take it as 0. So in the x-axis you are going to consider the weeks. Yes. What is this arrow mark indicating? Yes, the weeks are as follows, because it starts from 0 and it goes on, right? And in this y-axis what you are going to take? This is nothing but number of bed sheets. See how I am writing? Number of bed sheets. Yes, so these are number of bed sheets. Okay. So in this, how many weeks are there? 5 weeks are there. So first week, second week, third, fourth, fifth. What you have to do? You have to consider one cell, that is nothing but 1 unit. So this I will consider as first. Yes. So this is, I will take first, second. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Later I will write. Now number of bed sheets. How many bed sheets were there? see that there are 600, 850, 700, 300 and 900. So which is the smallest number? Here it is 300 and the bigger one is, it is 900. So it should have the numbers from 300 to 900, isn't it? So now in this, how to represent those numbers? You should not start it from 300. 300, 400, 500, see 300, 400, 500, 600, 7, 8, 9. That is wrong. 0 to 300, what is the difference? It is 300. 0 to 300, 300. 300 to 400, 100. So it will not maintain the unit distance. Therefore, what you have to do? If you start from 100, yes, so this I will consider it as 100, 200, then go on increasing. What is the difference here between each cell, between each unit? Yes, it is 100 difference. So 600, 7, 8, 900. Okay. Can you observe? Can you see? Yes. Okay. So now in the first week, so this I will consider, the first one I will consider it as first week, and this is second week. See the difference. 1 unit distance is there, right? Second, and this one is third, and this is fourth, and this is fifth week, right? So in the first week, how many bed sheets were produced? 600. See, where is 600? 600 is here, and the first week is here. So 600 is here. Now use the scale and keep in mind that whenever you are drawing or whenever you are doing something on the graph sheet, your pencil should be sharp enough. Okay, use the scale and pencil. This is 600. Then second week it is 850. 850. See, where is 800? 800 and 900. 850 lies between 800 and 900. So 850 is exactly between 800 and 900. So here second week is there. Go vertically to the second week. 850 is here, right? 850. 850. Okay. So it is 850. Second week there are 850 bed sheets were produced. This is 850, right? Then in third week it is 700. 700 is here. So 700. So graph ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಬಾರ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾರ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಏನೋ ಹಾಕೋದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಾವ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, here also lines are there. Just observe 700 is here. Concentrate on the week or whatever the line you are considering, whatever the thing you are considering. So see the thick lines and the thin lines, you will get the answer. Okay, so this is what, this is 700. So join it. 700 over, then 300. Fourth week 300. 300 is here. So 300. 300. Join it. Then fifth it is 900. So directly 900, it is 900. Okay. Join it. Yes. So your bar graph is ready. See, observe. These are the number of bed sheets are taken in the y-axis. Yes, this is y-axis. Then the weeks are considered in the x-axis. See, I have written x, that is axis. Then this is the bar graph. So, while giving the introduction about this, I taught you what is a graph. Yes, it is nothing but a visual representation of the given data. The data was there with us, and this is visual representation. Visual representation in the sense, ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ in the fifth week there were more number of bed sheets were produced, and in the fourth week there were less number of bed sheets were produced. And also we can see the difference between the first week and the third week, second week and the third week. Yes, so by this only we will conclude whatever the data is there. Yes, so this is about the graph. So now after drawing all this, you need to write the scale. Yes, scale, not your inch patti scale. Yes, this is x-axis and y-axis. What all the things you have considered, you need to write. So scale ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ? ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ x-axis ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡೀವಿ? ಸೊ x-axis and in y-axis what you have considered. In x-axis you will see that in x-axis I have considered 1 unit distance 1 centimeter as 1 unit equal to 1 week. Yes, so x-axis 1 unit equal to 1 week. ಹೌದಾ? 1 ಯೂನಿಟಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೀವಿ? 1 ವೀಕ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೀವಿ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ y-axis 1 unit is equals to, in the y-axis of 1 unit ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡೀವಿ? What is the difference? 100 difference. Those are 1 unit equal to 100 bed sheets, right? So this is the scale. Keep in mind that this scale should be written because it carries marks. This graph sheet, it carries 4 marks. Getting? Okay, I hope you all have understood this graph. Now yes, this is what the bar graph is. Now let us move with the second one, the next sub concept, that is double bar graph. Why the double bar graph is used? What is the difference between the graph and the double bar graph? Here we have considered only the number of bed sheets, how many bed sheets were produced in which week, right? If the some questions will be there, like comparing the things. If I take the marks scored by Anita and Sunita in the first term exam are as follows. Yes, there what we are going to do? We are going to compare the marks of 2 people. Yes, whenever the comparison comes, that comparison can be represented in a graph as double bar graph. Okay, so now let me take the next sub concept, that is double bar graph. Okay, so when a word comes double bar graph, it represents comparison. Yes, so here is a question. The number of students in different classes is given below. The number of students in different classes as number of boys and number of girls is given below. Represent this data on double bar graph. Yes, on as double bar graph. You should represent this on graph as double bar graph. Why the comparison? Because number of girls and number of boys are there. We are going to compare how many boys are there and how many girls are there in 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, 9th. Okay, so to do this we need to take the graph. Yes, so in this graph how we are going to represent the given data? Yes, now let me start it. The same procedure we are going to follow as we have followed for the bar graph. Okay, so here what all the things we need? We need classes, then number of girls and number of boys. So where to consider number of boys and number of girls? Earlier we have seen the graph as this one. There first, second, third, fourth, fifth weeks were there. Then where the number of girls to write and where we have to write the number of boys. Yes, so keep in mind that the students, the number of the classes will be considered. Yes, then the number of boys and girls should be considered. Where to consider? Where, in which axis? In x-axis what to consider and in the y-axis what to consider. And it is clear that in the y-axis we are going to consider the things which are going to change. Things which are going to change in the sense, in this question what are changing? Yes, the number of students are changing, isn't it? So the changing things should be considered in the y-axis. Yes, in the x-axis we are going to take the students, the class we will consider, then number of boys and number of girls. I'll tell you how to do it. I hope you all have learned these in 6th standard. Now again let me tell you about this. So here draw the x-axis and the y-axis. So So this one graph sheet is for you people only. Don't waste it. Use the graph sheet carefully. It should be maintained neat and clean. Yes. Okay. So here I drawn the line. So this is the origin, and these are what? Yes. Here I'll take the classes. So just after drawing the lines, you have to write it as x-axis, and here it is y-axis. Okay. So now these are what? In x-axis I am considering the classes. These are the classes, and in the y-axis this is what? This is, I'll write this as number of students. Yes. Later you will come to know where are those boys and the girls. Okay. So here classes, which all the classes are there? 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th are there. I will consider this first one as 5th. See the difference. 1 unit distance. If you want to take 2 units also, I will tell you how to use. This is 5th, this is 6th, then 7th standard, 8th, and this is 9th. Okay. Now, see, keep in mind that we need to have two things, that is number of girls and number of boys. So I'll make the scale as, see, so this box I'll consider, the blank box, it represents girls. Yes, and one more blank what I will consider, I'll take this as the lines, and this is representing boys, right? So now see, in 5th standard how many girls were there? In 5th standard 30 girls and 20 boys. See now, here it is clear that the lowest number of students is 20 and the highest is what? Yes, 40 is there. 20 is the lowest, 40 is the highest. Okay, so can we consider the y-axis as 1 unit equal to 10 students? Is it okay if I am considering 1 unit as 10? 1 here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So your graph will get over here only. It is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Graph will be ended here only. Is it going to look neat? No, it's not so good. So let me take the change. Yes, what the change I am going to take? I'll consider 2 units as 10 students. See, 0 to 10 I have considered 2 units. Okay, this is 10 and this is 20. 10, this is 20. Wait, I'll change this. I'll write this number of students here. So the number of students, number of students. Yes, so this is 20. Then again go for 30. This is 40. And this is 50. 50 is enough because 45 is the last number. Okay. So now, see the difference. 2 units, 2, 2, 2, 2 unit. Keep in mind while arranging the things, the unit distance should be maintained. Okay. Then see, how many divisions are there between each students? How many divisions are there? 10 to 20. The difference is 10. Okay. How many divisions are there? 2 units are there. So in each unit 10 divisions are there. So in 2 units how many divisions? 1 unit ಒಳಗ 10 divisions ಅದಾವು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ 2 unit ಒಳಗ 20 divisions are there. How many? 20 divisions are there. Keep in mind. No need to write in your graph sheet. Otherwise, wait, I'll write here. How many divisions are there? 20 divisions are there. So now, here, how many equal divisions should be made? What is the difference? 10. Between each number, 10 difference is there. So, ಈ 10 ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಈ 20 ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ 10 ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಗೈತೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ 20, ಇದು 21 ತೊಗೊಳತ್ತೀರಿ, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 will come here. Is this right? We have mentioned 30 here, but according to you, 30 is lying here. Is it right? No, it is wrong. So how to divide? I'll tell you. 20 divisions are there. In that 20 divisions, you have to mark 10 numbers. ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 20 ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು 10ನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ 2 ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದ, 2 ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ 1 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದು, 2 ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ 1 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, so the first one is what, in 5th standard 30 girls are there, so I'll write 30. See here, I'll mark 30, so I'll go for 30 here. Yes, this is 30. Yes. One more thing, you have considered 1 unit as 5th standard. In this 5th standard only you have to mark number of girls and number of boys. Unit distance should be maintained. See what I am doing. This is, we'll consider only 5 divisions. This is representing girls. Yes. And number of boys 20 are there. So 20 is here. Just join that line to the 5th standard. Yes. This is what? This is number of boys. Boys, we are going to indicate it as the lines. Yes, shade it. So this is, you can use the scale also if you want. It looks good if you use the scale. So these are boys. So what is the strength of girls in 5th standard? Yes, it is 30, and boys it is 20. See, is it 20? Yes, it is indicating 20. Then go for 6th. How many girls were there? 35 are there. So where is 35? Yes, it is 30, right? 30, then comes 35. Where it is 35? We know that 2 divisions equal to 1 student. 2 ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ 1 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದ. ಹೌದು, ಹಂಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ 2 ಡಿವಿಷನ್ 35 ನಂಗೆ ಬೇಕು. 35 ಲೈಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 30 to 40. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 30. Now it is 31, and it is clear that 35 is here in between. Yes, it is clear. 35, it is clear, right? So directly we'll go for 35. Is it visible? See? Is it visible? 35 is there. 35, it lies exactly between 30 and 40. So we'll go for 6th standard. It is 35, of course. So 35 is here. 35. 35 it is girls, right? So join it. 35. Then number of boys it is 40. Where is 40? 40 is here. Join that line. Yes, 40. This is 40. Boys should be marked. Later you can mark. Why I am saying now only? Because you may forget sometimes. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗೂ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಏನೂ ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 6th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ 7th. ಎಸ್, 7th ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 20, 25. ಎಸ್. ನೌ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಸ್ 21, in 7th standard if it is 21, where is 21? 20 is here. 21 means 2 divisions equal to 1 student. So this is 21 and this is 22. So 21 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. 20 ಆದಮೇಲೆ 21. So it is in 7th standard it is 20. Yes, 7th 20. Okay, so like this only you have to go for all other classes. Represent those classes as it is. I will finish it off. Yes, I have finished all the classes. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Yes, so this is indicating the girls and the lines are indicating the boys, isn't it? So here it is clear that in 6th standard the number of boys is more compared to girls. Yes, and in 9th standard the number of boys is less compared to girls. Yes, and in here also if you see in 7th standard the number of boys is equal to the number of girls in 8th standard. See, it is 25. In 7th standard the number of boys is 25 and in 8th standard the number of girls is 25. Yes, so from this graph you can conclude that the comparison can be compared very easily using double bar graph. Yes, I hope you all have understood this and solve all other questions in the same manner. So you may get some confusions in these divisions. In these divisions you may confuse. Now I'll consider one more graph. Yes, here you may take just I'll change the scale. It is not there, but if you are taking the difference as 5, what happens? Yes, okay, you may take this as x-axis and this as y-axis. Here if you are considering this as 0 and 2 units equal to 5 units, what happens? Let me see. It is 5, 10, 15, the next one is 20. What is the difference here? 5 is difference. You have considered 2 units equal to 5. It may be number of students. 5 students you may write. Okay, 2 units, 5 students. So the difference here is 5. How many divisions are there actually? How many? 20 divisions are there. 20 divisions ಒಳಗ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? 5 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 20 ಒಳಗ 5 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1s 4s. ಸೊ 4 ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. 4 ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ 1 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 5, 1 2 3 4, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 6, 1 2 3 4, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 7, 1 2 3 4, this is 8, 1 2 3 4, 9, and this is 10. See, 4 divisions are there. Yes, so ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಡಿವಿಷನನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿವಿಷನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವೇ ಹೌ ಟು ಲೊಕೇಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ದೀಸ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ because I am teaching you people, so I am marking this. And here in all other graphs you can see that I haven't marked anything because the thick lines are there, the thin lines are there. Yes, so no need to mark like this. I seen in your graphs, I seen your graph sheets, you people are marking like this. Don't mark. Yes, I hope you all have understood. Still if you have any doubt about this, you can ask me questions and I'll clear everything about the graph and the bar graph. Okay, thank you.